Hello, beautiful universe. This is your girl Chantelyn Tanae. And I want to come on here today because I have been hard headed. I have been hard headed. And I don't want to be hard headed no more. I always tell you all about being ashamed, being embarrassed, and not to be that. So I got to practice what I preach. And today I want to share my story because the inner spirit, she told me to do this. I was supposed to have done it yesterday, but I ignored her all day and I did not make a live. I did not tell my story. But today I will not go without telling my story. Back in July 2022, I had a procedure done. I did not go in for this procedure. I went in requesting another procedure. The procedure that all the women that was going through what I was going through at the time requested and got. But the surgeon, the professional, told me I didn't need that. Told me I needed this procedure. This procedure was my first time hearing about it. But by him being the specialist, the professional, I trusted him. Because after him is the higher creator. So I felt as if he knew what he was talking about. So I went on and let him did that procedure. Well, that was the worst thing I could have done. Because that procedure went down. It made my situation worse. Instead of him taking into consideration about the pain that I was going through, because I was calling back after the procedure and letting him know I'm worse, sir. I'm worse. He was trying to tell me that I had to get that procedure 6 to 7 months in order to see the results. So basically he told me, just wait. So I had to go back out here in life, work, suffering, worse of pain until it became unbearable. So that was done in 22. So the year of 23 in August, I had a bad incident at work, which I needed now to go back to that surgery because now something is wrong for real. So I go back and try to get into the surgeon, the specialist, which he denied me because at the time the company insurance wasn't the best and it was not going through. So I was kind of explaining to him, sir, could you just see me and bill me? Let me handle that. Just don't reject me. Because I got a serious situation going on and you need to see me. He would not see me. So what I did was, because I was sick, I couldn't keep working like that. So I had to quit work. And that was the first time in my life I had made it to the top. I worked hard. I started on ground floor in the warehouse. I worked all the way up to human resource. I made it to the top for the first time in my life. I made it to compliance and I enjoyed my position. But unfortunately, from having surgery that triggered other things, I became very ill to where my walking was starting to get worse and worse. So, and I'm explaining to you why. And I'm going to tell you now why. It's because I had a stage 3 uterus prolapse that he did not tell me I was suffering from. That surgery he done triggered me worse and made me go into prolapse. This is stuff that they say childbirth, but see, I ain't had a child since 2020 when King was born. This operation you done on me was in 2022. So that was from childbirth. It's something you did. Went a little too deep, too far, something. But you knocked my uterus loose and made me prolapse to a stage 3. Now, when you look that up, that's like having a baby, okay? Emergency surgery is necessary. So what I had to do was I had to quit work because he wouldn't see me. He kept rejecting me. No matter how I cried out for help, rejected me. So I went to the local DHS office, Department of Human Service, and I applied for Medicaid. So Medicaid took a month for me to get approved. So finally I got approved in October. So now I get seen, except the surgeon didn't come see me. I didn't get to see the doctor. Now, I don't know about if anyone noticed, but you deal with the nurses more than the doctors. You hardly even get to bill a bond with the doctors no more. It's like they don't care. It's the nurses. They send them nurses in there to do everything. Only time you see a doctor is when you're on the operation table. I don't know if it's just me that noticed that. They act more like they don't care no more. You could feel it too. But back to my story. I didn't get to see him. I wanted to see him because I wanted to tell him something is down there, you know. But at the time, I didn't know it was prolapse. I didn't even know what prolapse was. Who know what this stuff is? We're not raised to just know what this type of stuff is. Nurses and doctors know that language. So with that being said, they sent me to go get x-rays. I went and got x-rays done. Fast forward, they called me and asked me could I be there on Halloween now. So basically a whole month passed. Now this was like October 1st. So I go get the x-rays done. Now they got me coming in on Halloween now. I'm talking about they just distancing me with this situation going on, and I'm walking around trying to walk around here, and I'm suffering bad. You might not understand that, but I don't wish prolapse on no woman, especially stage 3. And you got to walk around here months, just continuously. And that right there is wrong at its best. Nobody should have to suffer like that. But let me fast forward. Get in on Halloween. He did not go over the x-rays with me because he knew he messed up. But he did not go over them with me. He knew I'm uneducated. He know I don't know no better. He know I don't know that language and term. But what he told me was, I'm going to put a glove on and I just want to check. So he put that glove on. He didn't even have to, he just stopped right there. He said, oh, a failed ablation. That's what he called out. But see, he tricked me. He tricked me. Instead of him saying, ma'am, you have a stage 3 uterus prolapse, he didn't say that. He said, failed ablation. You need emergency surgery in the morning. I'm so sorry. You've been in so much pain. I'm going to give you some pain medicine. I'm going to call in some medicine for you in the morning, emergency surgery. I said, I've been trying to get in here. I told you if you could have been helping me, just build me, I'd have paid you back because I knew this was emergency. Well, he dismissed me. Got home, phone call, they canceled the surgery. For whatever reason, surgery was canceled. Well, they called back 2 weeks later and gave me a new surgery date, November 14th. Day of surgery, they called and canceled. So now I'm like, why is they canceling this surgery and this man see this going on with me? I can't walk now at this point. Everything is pulling down. Everything. So my stomach is big. So all I could do is pray. All I can do is give it to God. Because at this point, who you go to if the doctors have you walking around here like this? Who do you go to? So with that being said, they finally called back. Well, we got a new surgery day now. It's surgery number 3 now. Be there November 29th, such and such time. So now I'm praying the day before November 29th. Please don't call and cancel this because I'm suffering and I'm tired of taking all this strong medicine that got me feeling like a zombie. Please don't cancel. Please don't cancel. The morning of the 29th came. Of course, King had surgery too the same day. I was worried about getting up in there because I feel like how am I going to be strong for him after his surgery and also for my daughter if I'm down. Get up in surgery. Well, November 29th came. I get up in there. I get checked in through pre-admission. I get up in the waiting area, get a phone call to cancel surgery. After I done got checked in through pre-admission. So this is surgery number 3, cancer. So at this time, I'm out of my body. I'm hurting bad. I'm in a hospital. Where else to go? Like, I had nobody, and I was by myself. I was sweating. I think by now, anxiety, depression, sadness, pain, every feeling, you name it, I was going through it now at this time. So instead of me going home, when I was walking down to go out to the parking deck, that inner spirit started crying. Tears started coming out that I couldn't stop. And then I got to shaking. So it's like I was feeling sorry for myself. It's like a sudden feeling just hit. But it made me turn on around, walk back in that hospital, and I followed the spirit. And it made me walk to the front of the hospital because every place of business has a human resource. I walked in there, I went to that human resource. As soon as I walked in, it's like something hit the back of me and made me fall out and cry as loud as I could. Well, the director of the human resource came, told my story. They wanted my insurance card. They called Medicaid to verify to see if my insurance was just even active. Because that was the reason why the doctor called and canceled when I was at the hospital. He said my insurance wasn't active. But it didn't make sense because I had been coming to your visits. Don't forget, you just had me there on Halloween. You sent me to go do an x-ray. So once they called, the hospital called and verified it. It had been active since October the 1st. So they didn't understand why he had been counseling me. Why? And this girl is suffering. So they said, wait a minute. They had me sit down and went up to the floor. Came back 20 minutes later. Come on, Miss Johnson, you going up for surgery. At the time, I was not in my right state of mind. I wish I had somebody there with me, because I would have, like, decision making, because when you suffering like I was, you're just falling out of you, it's like, you can't think, and by me knowing, and like I said, King up there in surgery, of course I jumped up and ran for surgery. Did I get to see the surgeon? Did he come talk to me? No. I hadn't seen him since Halloween last month. He didn't even tell me what kind of procedure he was going to do on me. He didn't even tell me what to expect after the procedure. He didn't even tell me that I was suffering from a severe prolapse, that I would need pelvic floor therapy afterwards. He didn't tell me nothing. But what put the icing on the cake is that he didn't tell me how he fixed that prolapse. That prolapse required another procedure that was called uterosacral ligament suspension. Uterosacral ligament suspension. These words are big. Sometimes I can't say them right. But he didn't tell me nothing even about that. I did not sign. I did not consent. I did not get no knowledge about it. I didn't even know the risks of that procedure itself, or the damages it caused, or what you have to deal with after. So that's 2 in 1, which means you done did 3 procedures on me. You wore my womb out. You done wore it out. You wore it out. So with that being said, since you slickly tried to fix that prolapse, you said a failed ablation, but didn't school me on what was really going on. You tried to secretly fix that, and they doing that. But I'm going to tell you something, doctors. You are up next. The Heavenly Creator, not all of you, but to the ones, and you know who you are. You've been getting by with taking care of your family. You've been getting by with living in a good house. You've been getting by with driving that fancy car. But you will reap what you sow, because you getting by hurting human souls. Do you know we are the Heavenly Father's prized possessions? And He see what you are doing. You are making us get worse and worse and worse, to where you're making our damage become even more painful. So you can keep us coming back, so you can get big checks to take care of your family with. But you're not thinking about our family. We got kids too that don't want to see us die, don't want to see us hurting. Them kids don't want to see us crying, while you get to go home and take your nice office jacket off and be peaceful, knowing you made a woman suffer today because you didn't operate on her, because you want to keep getting paid off of her visits, But see, what happened was you messed with the wrong one. I am a special light. He got me here to go through stuff like this so I can report to Him, tell on you. And a lot of you doctors, He finna sit you down. You have hurting a lot of humans down here. You have hurting a lot of inner spirits down here. And they was telling the truth, but people didn't want to believe them. But sometimes it takes a big voice like mine to speak. And to all of you humans out here that's on Medicaid, don't let these doctors treat you like a mutt. You go get your medical records, because that's what I had to do. And I'm going to tell you about that in another story, because I wouldn't have knew of none of this stuff going on with me if I wouldn't have got my medical records. But that was the higher creator leading me to do that. I listened to the inner soul. So after that surgery was done, I woke up the next day. He came in. He did not have much to say to me. He was pissed at me because I had to went to the front of the hospital and report. And so come find out, he did operate on me. He didn't come see me before he operated on me or nothing. When he came in there afterwards, he seen I was in that room by myself, so he gave me this energy. I believe if I'd have had somebody in there, he wouldn't have did that to me. But sir, I suffered. I'm the woman, not you. I was suffering, not you. So, and it's wrong. You should have came in and apologized, but he didn't. He was pissed. So he just told me to be back in 2 weeks, dismissed me with high blood pressure because my pressure was up. And I'm going to tell you something, it's been up since. My pressure was up because of the sores. You damaged me down there. The hypertensions and all this stuff. Inflammation. It ain't never healed. I ain't never healed. I'm still damaged today. Here it is 18 months later. So with that being said, I went back for my 2-week follow-up. And I was letting him know, everything wrong. bladder, bowels, everything wrong. Everything damaged. No control. I'm not controlling it. I'm damaged. Internal, all. He dismissed me, y'all, and dismissed me for good. Like, didn't even call me back, didn't send me no medicine in. He said he was, but like I said, this type of doctor tell you what you want to hear while you're there, but when you get out of his office, it's a lie. He don't do nothing he say he's gonna do for you, and I got proof of that. Like, who have those type of surgeons? You don't write them pain medicine or nothing. Not even medicine for their gas. Like, I had nothing. And what's crazy is that I didn't get to see another doctor to check me until 5 months after that surgery was done now. So I had to wind up going to another town, which is an hour away. So that's what I'm having to do. I'm driving an hour away to Little Rock and seeing the doctors now. But it's beginning to take its tours on me because I feel like they all work together to try to keep me from filing a suit because of this Medicaid got this AR care system that only doctors they send you to. So I feel like at this point they are working together because here it is 18 months later and I've done every test you can name, to anorectal, to endoscopies, to the MRIs, neuropath. I've done EMGs. I've done everything. I've been going to doctors and specialists ever since I had that procedure done. And you talking about somebody is tired. I am tired. I need to be strong for my kids. You hear me? But what they telling me now, since I'm just now getting MRIs done, I've been to chiropractors and everything. The sciatic nerve is trapped on my right side in my thigh. So that explains why my walking is getting weaker now. I'm weak. I'm going down slowly for sure. I'm getting bruises all on my legs. That's why you don't see me wearing shorts and stuff like that no more, because I'm ashamed of the marks on my legs. They are very visible. So down here in my pelvic area, my large and small bowel loops have collapsed. My large and small bowels have collapsed. And are they doing anything? No. I just got the MRI done back, 2 weeks ago? A week ago. So I have to wait till the doctor come back from out of country to see now. But this stuff hurts. You know, they just leave you sitting here, medicate. And I'm going to speak about that, and I'm going to get off of here. I have severe hypertension. Yesterday, my blood pressure top number was 144. Before they let me left, they got it down to 119, but I feel like it's getting worse and worse because they just leaving me unattended out here. And I'm trying my best to be here for my daughter. Y'all see me trying to push music, just see me trying, but it's getting to the point where I need my warriors, my guardian warriors, because it's a spiritual warfare. It is. And I feel like Satan, and I rebuke him in the name of Jesus. He don't like me teaching. He want me gone. And it's the only thing that he can do to try to hurt me. He's trying to get to me through my health. Because he know I'm strong enough to battle humans. He's trying to get to me through my health. But I rebuke him in the name of Jesus. And for all you doctors out there that got a problem with Medicaid, let me tell you something. You don't know what a person has been through. You don't know who been on this Medicaid all their life or not. Unfortunately, it's people like me that have good jobs that don't have the right insurance they need. And unfortunately, some people have to quit work or they're going to die to go get help. And that's what I had to do. I'm not going to sit up here and let my situation get worse and worse and fall off the map and die. I went and did the next best thing. If you would just see, you would see I didn't have Medicaid last year, year before last. I had to do it. But when I got on Medicaid, I got treated like a secondhand mutt. They want to know what insurance, everybody want to know what insurance provider you get. And what I get out of that is when you tell them Medicaid, they help them throw you to the side. And when you get thrown to that side, you get the secondhand treatment. And I've been getting that secondhand treatment, and it's been so hurtful. When I tell you I'm getting immune to my burning down here in my pelvic, my inflammation and all that, I done got so immune to my pain to where it became a part of my everyday living. I don't want to do nothing right now. I guess by them, let me see my MRI, knowing that my bowels and stuff collapsed, stuff like that. Like, what can I do? It ain't much I can do. Just continue to wait on them. But Medicaid people out there, God bless you. You hear me? And hopefully they taking care of you, right? What's wrong with Medicaid? Medicaid isn't for sure pay. At least you know the state is for the pay. But to treat people like mutts, you don't know these people's stories or what. But you a doctor to heal people, right? You a doctor to fix people, right? You're not a doctor to turn down folks for money. So to all you doctors out there that has been like that, are like that, please stop. Because the higher creator's coming for you. He's coming for you. And I'm out.